Okay, friends, good morning or afternoon. We are going to start working on lesson 29, adding areas. I've been waiting for this. This is probably my favorite part of area. So quick review to remember: length times width equals, you got it, area. So we are going to take what we know that we learned from lesson 28 and we are going to translate it to adding areas. I think you'll like it once we get going into it. So I am on 296. I realize that you can't really see my pages very well, so you are going to look in yours. That should not be a problem. You can tell what number I'm on, and you can follow along in your book. Excuse me. I also hope that you watched the Ready lesson that I posted. That's the lesson that you would find in iReady. And it also goes over area if you're having any trouble. In lesson 28, you learned how to count squares and use multiplication to find the areas of rectangles with whole number sides. Now look at this problem. Anna, no, Alexis, makes a poster that is 3 feet long and 2 feet wide. Raul, Tatum, makes a poster that is 3 foot long and 1 foot wide. And you can see that right here. So here is Alexis's. It's 3, 1, 2, 3. Long, 1, 2, wide. Tatum's is 3 feet long, 1 foot wide. They hung the posters on their classroom wall as shown to the right. What is the total area of the wall covered by the posters? So this is where we're adding area. How many 1 foot squares cover Alexis's poster? Well, let's see. 3 times 2. I know that is 6 square feet. What is the area of Alexis's poster? Well, we're smart. We answered that question already. So 6 square feet. So really, I guess you were supposed to count, but we know length times width equals area. They don't know how smart we are. 3 1 foot squares cover Tatum's poster. What is the area of her poster? So we've got 3 square feet. Explain, how do you find the area of the wall covered by both posters? We can, sorry, I'm trying to find a good angle that you can see as well. And I have a big blister right there from doing yard work. So please excuse my writing. We can add the total areas together. So again, this is math that you will use your whole life. Don't be surprised. All right, let's see if you can see this page okay. Yeah. You can use multiplication to find the area of the rectangle. Sometimes 2 rectangles can be combined to make a larger shape. So this is where we put both of those posters together. Think about the posters from the problem on the previous page. Both posters are placed on the same wall. You'll need to find out how much wall is covered by the posters. One way to find the total area is to think of the 2 posters as one large poster. Then multiply the side lengths to find area. 3 feet times 3 feet is 9 square feet. So see how we put them together? 9 square feet. Another way is to add the areas of the 2 posters together. So if we knew this was 6 square feet, Alexis's poster, and we knew Tatum's was 3 square feet, we can simply add them. 6 square feet plus 3 square feet is 9 square feet. Using either method, 9 square feet of the wall will be covered by posters. Bam! Again, this is my favorite because we're going to add different shapes and find total areas. Hang on, you guys. Molly wants to come in for math. We're in my bedroom where my office is. Come in, Mom. And she is my helper. might move the camera. Nope, she did it. Come on. She's a good helper. She wants to learn how to add area also, don't you, doggy? She's going to be a very smart dog after all of this. Okay, so describe how you can find the area of the shape shown. Again, you can do it two different ways. So I don't want to jump ahead too much, but let's do it both ways. So first, you could add these two together and then multiply by that. So length times width. Let's try it that way. So I've got a 2 and a 1, which together makes, yes, 3. You're so right. And then we take length, which is 3, times width, which is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So it would be 6 square feet. So I'm going to write that down. So I can add the total length, then multiply to find, oh, then multiply, I'm so sorry, multiply the width to find the area. I was thinking ahead as I was writing. The other option that you could do, which you'll do when there's more complicated shapes, when they're not just squares like this, is let's find the total area of both of these rectangles rather, and then we'll add those together. So I know that the length here is 2, the width is 2. 2 times 2 is 4 square inches. And then this, we've got 1 inch for the length, 2. I mean, if it's 2 over here, it's got to be 2 over here as well, and it has to be 2 right here, right? That translates. So 2 times 1 is simply 2. So either way, we found that this was 3 times 2, and we found that was 6. Or we could add those. 4 and 2, 6 square inches. So the other option, and I would say you don't have to write all this. Sorry if your parents are making you right now. We can, so this is 1, this is another. I can find the area of each shape then add. Okay, I'm turning the page. Well, I will leave that there for a second. I know some of you do like to write, so I'll give you just a little bit of time. Molly, are you writing all this? Okay. I swear I will get to the reason why this is fun. I think some of you will love it eventually. I think this is fun, but it gets even more fun if you can believe it. Okay, so now I'm on page 298. I really wish I could see, if you could see. Tricky. But again, you have this on in your book. So don't try to read my words. You don't need to. You know where the spots are. This is Chang. Ooh, who's going to have a vegetable garden? Oh, Daisy. Daisy's vegetable garden is shown to the right. It is shaped like a rectangle. She grows tomatoes in one part. She grows corn in the other part. What is the area of the garden? So picture it. You can find the area of a large rectangle by splitting it into 2 smaller rectangles and using square units to find the area of each small rectangle. Then add the 2 areas to find the area of the large rectangle. So here we have each square unit has an area of 1 square foot. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want you drawing squares on things. That you can do it in a way that, well, it's 3 feet here. So if you draw 2 lines, just like fractions, you draw 1 less line to get 3. So 1, 2 lines, we'll break it into 3. And then this, you do 5. So you do 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. This, we want 4. So we do 3 lines. I'm going to put a nice dark line there. 1, 2, 3. It can be done. I think that it will make it more confusing and you just don't need to. So I would like you to use what you know about area, which is length times width equals area. I know it's here, but you are smarter than that. You know that. So the length is 5, right? Right, 5. And we know length times width. The width is 3. So 5 times 3, what's 5 3 times? 5, 10, 15. So we know that the tomatoes are 15, okay? And that's what it's having you do down here. 3 times 5, 15. 4 times what? I don't see anything labeled. Wait a minute. This translates, doesn't it? So if it's 3 here, that means it's 3 here. Same thing. So 4 times 3, 4, 8, 12. Okay, 12. And then I can add those together. So I've got 15 plus 12 equals 27. Bananas. No, square feet. So we did it where we found the area of this rectangle and the area of this rectangle and added them together. You can also do it the way I showed you earlier. Take the total length, 5 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a total of 9 together times 3. 9, 18, 27. Okay, 9 times 3 equals 27. So you have some options. I'm going to say don't do the squares, kids. It can be done. It is a lot of work. And you're very clever. I don't think you need to draw the squares. Length times width equals area. Okay, so you can either add that to make it a total length, or you could find the area of each and add it together. I think too many options makes it more confusing. I think just stick to the 2 that I'm really giving you. Now you'll solve the problem from the previous page using 2 multiplication facts. Look at Model It. The equation 9 times 3 equals 27 is used to find area. Explain what each factor stands for in the equation. Well, let's look at that. Model it. The 9, that is adding the area, okay? So, I'm sorry, I said that is adding the area. That is the length. 9 equals length. 3 equals width. Width is one of those funny words, width. W-I-D-T-H, width. Comma, 27 equals total area. The pictures on my number 3. The picture of a garden in Model It shows the length broken into 2 lesser numbers. What are these numbers? So instead of 9, they're asking you what they are. So that was 5 plus 4. Daisy, your garden looks amazing. I bought a tiny little tomato plant the other day. Okay, 5 and 4. You can use these numbers to find the area of the 2 parts of the garden. They don't think you know what you already know, but we'll show them. So let's plug the 5, and then there's times 3 because that was the width. Remember that? So they want to do 3 times 5 equals 15. 3 times, what was the other one? 4, right. 3 times 4 equals 12. Now you can add the areas of the two garden parts to find the area of the whole garden. We already did that. We're so smart. 15 times 12. And how I quickly got that 27 is I took the 5 and the 2, added it very quickly to make 7, and then I had my 10s. 1, 10, another 10, 27. The area of the garden is 27 square feet. Explain how you can find the area of a rectangle by adding the areas of two smaller rectangles it is made from. Well, it just said that. You can find the total area of each small rectangle, then add them together. Exclamation point, because I love adding area. I don't know why. I wonder which of you kids like adding area, if it's anyone else's favorite. Oh, this is fun. We're going to try it. What is the area of the figure to the right? So I'm going to give you some time to figure this out. I'm going to give you your two options. You can either find the area of each rectangle by doing length times width equals area and then add them together. Or you can add these together first and then multiply by this. So if you were doing both of these and adding them together, I'd take 4 length times 4, find that, and I'd add it to what 2 times 4 would be, and then I'd add them all together. If you were doing it the other way, you could add 4 plus 2, which is 6, right? And then multiply by 4. So I'm going to give you a moment to do that one. You can do it. And I'll do it both ways. If you already have done that, move on to the next one, please. Let's take a look at this one. We'll do it both ways, okay? First, I'm going to find the total area of the two rectangles and then add them together. 4 times 4 equals 16. Length times width. So this is 16. 2 times 4 equals 8. And then you can add those together. Otherwise, you could have taken 4 plus 2, which is 6, times 4. 6, 12, 18, 24. So if I added 16 and 8, I would get 24. If I multiplied 6 times 4, 24. 24 Easter eggs. Nope. Square, what are they? Feet. Okay. How many 1 meter squares will it take to cover the figure at the right? Don't draw the squares. You don't need to. So this, the squares would tell you the area. So let's just find the area for this. So you have two options again. They switched it up on you, but just take what you've learned and you can do this one as well. I know so far you've only added it when it's on the bottom. It's the same thing. Don't let it confuse you. So you can either find the total area of this rectangle and then of this rectangle and add them, or you can add these two together and multiply. So let's do it both. Well, actually, I'm going to give you a minute to do it. And hopefully I'll get you all on video and we can have actual lessons and I can call on kids. We'll get it going very soon. Should be fun because I miss you. Okay. So let's do it both ways. I'm going to find out the total area of each rectangle and add it. And then I'll do what I think is kind of the easier way. Okay. So length times width. We've got 6 and we've got 2. So that makes 12. We've got 6 and we have 3. That makes 18. And then we can add 8 and 2. Makes 20. Makes 10. So we've got 30. Other way we can do it is take 2 plus 5. Sorry, 2 plus 3. I was listening to Nora talk in the hallway. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And then we can multiply length times width, which 6 times 5 is 30 square meters. Okay, and I'm going to stop the video here and make another video so that way it's kind of in chunks. I definitely think that's about good enough for this video, and we'll make another one to carry on through page 300.